this episode of Off the Script, number 159, part number 3, for your Fastlane Sunday, March 5th, 2017! I got news on Wrestlemania. Current plans for 5 title changes at WrestleMania 33. What else is new with WWE Creative? Huge story on that. We're going to talk about that at the top of today's Off the Script. Also, Lita unretires. Is a WWE return possible for the former women's champion? We're going to talk about that as well. Also, reason why Impact Wrestling let Matt and Jeff Hardy go. What is their new direction with Impact Wrestling? Also, more big names gone from TNA. 6 total in the last week. Are they all WWE bound? Also, Sasha Banks responds to criticism of the Raw Women's Championship being treated like a hot potato. And latest update on Matt and Jeff Hardy. They just defeated the Young Bucks for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championships. Matt Hardy stating that he and Brother Nero have signed the biggest Ring of Honor contract in company history. All this, plus so much more, right here on Off the Script.
JD from New York, 206. It's time for Off the Script. Big Show and Ryback, Strowman and Roman. Get off my fucking TV and save me the misery. And all you fucking goons, just grab a cold beer. The man of the hour is finally here. JD from New York, 206. It's time for Off the Script. JD from New York, 206. It's time for Off the Script.
You know, I feel like I gotta mention this every now and then, man. I don't think people, and I hate stupidity. You know, the reason I bench and the reason why I make fun of benching people or blocking people, if you guys don't know what benching is in my terminology, benching is when you put somebody on the bench. For example, if a guy is fucking acting shitty and he's doing a shitty job in a basketball game or a fucking baseball game, you pull him out of the game and you sit him on the fucking bench as a punishment. You know what? Sit on the bench. We're going to put somebody else in who's going to do a damn good job while you're fucking sitting there stinking the joint up. That's what I mean by benching, blocking. I don't want any negativity on my channel, man. The only one I want to be negative here is me when I'm talking about WWE. But I feel like I have to mention this every now and then. And it irks the shit out of me, man. I don't spam people on Twitter with advertisements. I don't say, buy this, buy that, do this, check this out, blah, 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 blah. I don't do none of that shit. Hardly. When I do it, it's very, very, very rarely. It's because I want to remind you guys that I got this coming up, or I got this shirt available, or a new shirt is available, or there's a new fucking deal going on for Pro Wrestling Tees Barbershop window, or you guys can save X amount of money on Loot Crate and Slam Crate and fucking your aunt's crate, your mother's crate, whatever fucking crate I got going on that's sponsoring the show. Audible, Gamefly offer. I want to make sure you guys are aware because not only is it helping me out, and it's helping the channel grow, and it's, you know, making me some income on the side, on top of what I do in real life at my fucking bullshit job, because I'd much rather be doing this. I want to make sure you guys are stacked with savings and fucking cool-looking t-shirts or a great fucking promotion that I got going on. You know, the larger that I become, the more people are going to want to advertise on this show. Do you understand? This is a business. YouTube is a business. You get 4.5 hours, sometimes 5 hours of Off the Script every fucking weekend. And then I do off the script extra if there's a big enough story that calls for it. 6 hours of off the script, sometimes per week. 7 per week. Yet you still get people in the comments bitching and moaning and complaining and fucking just going on about what they want out of the show. And then they want to leave a comment, oh, well, I love you anyway. I still watch your shit, but I might have to unsubscribe. But I'm just leaving constructive criticism. Call me a goon if you will, but I'm going to say what I have to say. Say it! Say it! I don't want to hear nobody's criticisms about the fucking ads or the plugs or my fucking personal fucking stories or me waiting in line at Best Buy for a Nintendo Switch. I don't give a shit if you don't like the subscriber stories. Lick my fucking balls. Okay? No matter how salty they may be, lick them. I don't want to hear nothing from anybody. This is my show. If you don't want to watch it, skip ahead. I don't care. But the people who want to watch the entire show, those are the people I want here. Those are the fans of the channel. Those are the fans of what I am doing here. Get right to the news. Put the news up right away. Leave timestamps. No, I'm not. If I leave timestamps, what type of business mentality is that for me? I'm giving you guys free access to skip ahead to wherever you want, that I'm losing fucking revenue, that I'm losing minutes, I'm losing ad time. No, I'm not going to do that. What, to appease you because you got fucking a simpleton brain? You got the memory of a fucking goldfish? Come on, bro. Leave the show alone. It's fine the way it is. Friday's episode has molded into something more than just a podcast, man. You want 2-minute news? Go listen to fucking Shawn's View Entertainment. And I mean that in no disrespect. That's what he does. That's what he's known for. Go listen to it. Don't care. You want 2-minute news? Go read a fucking bullshit newsletter. Or one of these dirt sheets on the internet that we never heard of before. 2-minute news. There you go. You got your news with no fucking opinion behind it. I do more than wrestling news here, bro. This is a wrestling entertainment channel. Friday's episode is more than just a podcast. Every fucking podcast you listen to has got ads upon ads upon ads. You turn on Jim Ross' podcast, for the first fucking 5 minutes, he's talking about a fucking bed. Skip ahead. Fucking bullshit. You don't like it? Go fuck yourself. Go watch somebody else. I'll find somebody else to watch the show. That's not constructive criticism. You're not telling me how to run my business. You want your own fucking show with 2-minute news? Buy a mic, buy a camera, buy a fucking $3,000 setup, and do your own shit. Don't come on my channel and tell me how to do anything, motherfucker. Every fucking time I feel like I gotta say something, I gotta repeat myself over and over and over again. Tough shit. No, I'm not leaving timestamps. No, I'm not, cutting out this segment or that segment or this or that. How much content for free do you get per week? I don't know, an hour of Raw, an hour of SmackDown, 30 minutes of NXT, Resident Evil 7 gameplays that eclipse an hour almost every fucking time I upload, WWE 2K17 where I'm blowing my fucking voice out doing play-by-play commentary over a piece of shit game. Then I come on here and give you 5 hours of my fucking time when I could be playing Zelda on Twitch. Unappreciative fucks you are. Those who want to leave those types of comments that I seen yesterday. Fuck you. Done with that. And you know what? I'm going to go through all my ads just to piss you off. Again, quickly. House of Glory. I want you guys to go support indie wrestling. We got a show coming up April 22nd. I will be there. NWO, Scott Hall and Kevin Nash are going to be there. The tag team champions of House of Glory that just debuted on Impact Wrestling, EYFBO, Angel Ortiz and Mike Drastic debuted on Impact. You're going to be seeing them at the end of the month. They are the House of Glory tag team champions. They are in the new version of LAX with Conan and Homicide. Congratulations to them. They're going to be at the April 22nd show defending those House of Glory Tag Team Championships against Super Crazy and Psychosis. What a fucking night that's going to be. So make sure you guys go buy your tickets, man. HOGWrestling.net for everything you guys need of House of Glory. Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. It's all on there. Easy access. Barbershopwindow.com/offthescript. I'm not sure if my new shirt is available yet. Let me actually check while I'm doing this live right now. I hope it is. I haven't even checked. I've been so busy fucking doing shit all day. I haven't even checked if it's available yet for you guys. No, it's not available yet. Probably be available on Monday. I'll remind you guys on Twitter. Just follow me on Twitter at JD from NY206. I'll let you guys know when the new t-shirt is available. It's all fully designed and paid for, so it should be uploaded on Monday to the website so you guys can go and order that. So there's barbershopwindow.com/offthescript. Don't forget to get your t-shirts for WrestleMania. Do it now before it's too late because they do take about 2 to 3 weeks to print and ship out to you guys. So make sure you guys do it and do it now if you guys do want off the script merchandise for WrestleMania weekend in Orlando. The Internet Darlings. That'll be on April 1st. I believe it's April 1st, right? April 1st. Yes, NXT Saturday, April 1st. From 4 to 6 p.m., we're going to be doing the Internet Darlings. Adam from What Culture, which a lot of people were pissed off at What Culture yesterday. I don't know what the fuck for. They didn't do nothing wrong. They didn't do nothing wrong, man. Seriously. They got their people that are dedicated to that channel. They wanted to get the What Culture Extra showcase to people who say, you know what, maybe this is worth it. Whatever. You got people who will do that, man. Some people in the comments didn't even know What Culture Extra existed. So Adam did a good thing, I thought. He's not fucking around with anything. You know, they put it up, and immediately he went behind a camera in front of a fucking green screen with no graphic to explain everything to you guys. And there was nothing. He was very transparent about everything. People jumping down their throats, 5,000 dislikes on the video. As soon as people start bringing money into the equation, it's always a bad thing. It's a fucking business. God knows how much they, are funding WCPW with. It's a lot of fucking money. I don't blame them for doing that at all. You know, if I could do that, if I'm big enough to that point and I got to do something like that to get people exposed to something else that's really going to fund the channel, it's worth, opening people's eyes to that. A fucking dollar. You want $1? I'll give you a fucking dollar. Who gives a shit? Seriously, they didn't do anything wrong. People jumping down their throats for no reason. He's going to be there. We got Grimm's Toy Show. We got Brian Zane, who's putting the whole thing together. Joe's going to be there. I'm going to be there. Adam from Botchamania is going to be there. We might have some surprises. There's going to be some skits. So make sure you guys get your tickets, man. That's eventbrite.com. Link is down in the description. $25 each. Let's make this a sellout, man. Internet Darlings at WrestleMania weekend, April 1st from 4 to 6 p.m. All the directions and the venue and the ticket information is down in the description. Go check that out. I did post another Resident Evil 7 gameplay, part 10. Scary as shit. It's uploaded. Go check it out if you guys have not done so. I'm working on a huge WWE 2K17 YouTuber tournament. And I'm going to be doing play-by-play commentary over. I'm going to try and make it as epic as possible. I just have a trailer that I uploaded to Twitter. If you guys didn't see it, I'll retweet it again. And I'll leave it down in the description below. Make sure you guys go and check that out, man. It's going to be great. I got Chris Denk in there. I got Pulse in there. I got Goran Perkins in there. Grimm is there. I got Tom Cushnie's in there. I'm in there. Who else do we got? We got a stacked 8-man tournament coming up. So make sure you guys go and check that out as soon as it's available. The next 2 weeks is going to be the Expedition of Gold for WWE 2K17 YouTuber edition. Going to be fun. Can't wait to do that. The iTunes podcast now has parts 1 and 2 of Off the Script up. iTunes and Podbean, rather. Make sure you guys go and check that out. We did the unboxing for Slam Crate. If you guys want to go check that out, that was on part 1. It's lootcrate.com/JD from NY. Use the coupon code JD from NY at checkout for 10% off your first subscription month. That is Beast. And then Audible and Patreon. You guys know the deal with that. audibletrial.com/offthescript. You guys get 30 days to try the service out. 1 free audiobook is included with that free trial. Over 180,000 books to choose from. A lot of those are wrestling related, man. And if you guys are signing up for the service, tweet me at JD from NY206 and show me what you're reading or what you're listening to, man. It should be a fun time. That's audibletrial.com/offthescript. And if you guys end up canceling, you get to keep your book no matter what. Compatible with iPhone and Android. And then Patreon, if you guys want to do the Patreon thing, listen to this, man, before I get into the news. What I did with the Patreon now is I'm trying to make it a little bit more interactive for you guys. I'm trying to make it worth your pledges every month. So what I did, on top of getting off the script early, which is a given for everybody, you could donate less than $1 a month and you get off the script early. But everybody that's a Patreon, I'm going to leave you guys a Discord link on the Patreon page. I set up a Discord chat. I was in there last night for about an hour and a half. I was talking to all my Patreons, the ones that actually were up at that hour, and we were just talking random wrestling stuff, man. It was a good time. You get to see me outside of the podcast and just, drinking a beer and acting chill with you guys. So if you guys want to pledge to the podcast, not only right now are you going to get off the script early, but you got exclusive access to chat and to voice chat and to have fun in the Discord chat for Off the Script, man. So if you guys want to pledge, that's patreon.com/JD from NY 206. Thank you guys for everything. I hope I didn't take too much of your fucking time with my plugs, because a lot of that stuff is very important to me, and I have to do it because sponsors are relying on me, and I got to get the word out for their product. They're compensating me, so I got to do it. So I hope I didn't take too much of your time today on Off the Script. Let's get into the news, man. Let's get into the news. We're going to start off with this Sasha Banks story. Completely political bullshit answer from Sasha Banks. One of the biggest critiques of the Raw Women's Division has been the constant title changes over the past several months. That's probably not even the biggest critique, to be honest with you. The biggest critique is that there is no division. How about that one? This is a big critique, but it's not the biggest critique. In the feud between Sasha and Charlotte, title changed hands several times within only a few months. As a result, fans have complained about the title being treated like a hot potato. In a recent interview with The Mirror, I wish WWE would look in the mirror. What do you think Kevin Dunn looks like when he looks himself in the mirror? Look at my teeth. They look so beautiful. Oh my god, it's yellowing. It must have been from the coffee this morning. I have to use some Aquafresh. And then I could go meet Roman Reigns for lunch. We're gonna have wood. Gotta get my Kevin Dunn shit in there, man. Gotta get my Kevin Dunn shit. Anyway, Sasha Banks was interviewed by The Mirror. Don't know what the fuck that is. I don't know. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Why is Vince McMahon delusional after all? I don't fucking know. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Why is Monday Night Raw so shitty, Brother Nero? I don't know. Sasha Banks spoke with The Mirror about a wide variety of topics. She was asked if the title changing hands so often is similar to what used to happen in the Attitude Era with male wrestlers and the WWE title. This was her response, and I quote, "Absolutely. The hot potato on that too. The same goes for SmackDown. The title's changed 3 times as well already. Fans can complain all they want, but they are still watching every week because they want to see what's next. We have them on the edge of their seat, and they never know what's coming." She continued, "That's what's so great about WWE. We are here to entertain you, but you're not. Your brand is not entertaining me, Sasha. It's not entertaining me, Sasha. What's so great about Monday Night Raw, Sasha? Huh?" Political fucking bullshit. We are here to make you watch with a mystery eye. I wish I didn't have any fucking eyes on Monday night. Even when I show up on Raw, I have no idea what's going to happen. If you don't have any idea what's going to happen on Monday Night Raw when you're on the show, how is that a good thing? Shouldn't you get to the arena and have, I don't know, weeks worth of scripts? Okay, Sasha, we're going to do this tonight. It's going to lead into this. Not, yes, Kevin Dunn. Sasha, can you turn around? Or, you're not fuckable, Sasha. But Roman Reigns is. You know? She gets to Raw. She don't know what the fuck she's doing. Dunn. Jamie Noble. Somebody! Give me a fucking script! That's what it's probably like back there. You know? They walk in, they don't know what the fuck's going on. Raw is... Whoa. Are you fucking kidding me? Even when I show up on Raw, I have no idea what is going to happen. They surprise me as well. Raw is the better brand. What? After that line, this entire interview, trashed. I was the better champion, and when I want to reclaim that championship, I will. Ugh. Garbage. Sasha clearly playing the flute. That's not a flute. I don't know what the fuck that is. You know? But whatever. She's playing the fucking political card. What is she gonna say? Yeah, SmackDown's better. Raw sucks because they give us no fucking idea what we gotta do when we even get to the arena. Hours and hours and hours before the show begins. You know? The SmackDown Women's Championship is better. The Raw Women's Championship sucks. They took it off me. They don't believe in me. Fuck Charlotte. She's nothing but a political hack. What is she gonna say? She's really gonna come out and trash the brand? Of course not. This is exactly what they are programmed to say. So there you go. Sasha Banks feeding the political machine to mirror on the wall. Whatever. Garbage. Don't even know why I reported it, but it was funny anyway. Got a good chuckle out of that one. What do we got here, man? Apparently there's a major spoiler for WWE to the TV this week. As if you guys didn't know already, it's WrestleMania season. Does it feel like it? Of course not. Which means that WWE fans should expect some big surprises, I hope so, as we head into the event. One of those surprises will likely be happening this week to begin the build towards one of the marquee matches expected for WrestleMania 33. According to PW Insider and Mike Johnson, The Undertaker is expected to appear on WWE television this week. Might be at Fastlane. I'm banking that it will be at Fastlane. This will set up his match for WrestleMania 33. The report says that The Undertaker is likely for this week's episode of Raw. It remains unclear if The Undertaker will appear at Fastlane, but it still remains a high possibility. As mentioned numerous times, Undertaker is rumored to be facing off against Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 33. The match was teased at the Royal Rumble, where the Dead Man was eliminated from the Royal Rumble match by Ray. It's also been rumored that we could be seeing a passing of the torch type moment from the Undertaker to Roman Reigns. This has drawn some disgust from some wrestling fans that dislike the big dog. It will be interesting to see how WWE books the build and the match itself. You know, someone came to me on Twitter and really made me chuckle yesterday afternoon, man. He mentioned Roman Reigns being the big dog. And he mentioned dogs like to bury things. What a pun that is, huh? What a coincidence. Roman Reigns is the big dog. He's going to bury The Undertaker at WrestleMania. That's what they're probably doing in the boardrooms. Watch Vince McMahon get a hold of that one. Yeah, we got the big dog, and he's going to bury the bone, known as The Undertaker. Kevin Dunn, what do you think of that one? I like it, Rich. I like it very much. I don't like bones, but if they sharpen my teeth, I think I go for one. Fucking asshole. Nobody wants to see that match. Nobody cares to see that match. Seriously, at this point, you're fucking Reigns up for the rest of his career. It's either you fuck him up and you just continue on as if you guys are fucking clueless already as it is, or turn him heel. One or the other. One or the other. Or give us Finn Balor versus The Undertaker, which was originally rumored by Meltzer. So we don't know what the fuck's going on. We'll find out, I guess, tonight at Fastlane. I suspect that The Undertaker's going to be there because how else are you going to have Roman and Braun Strowman looking strong in their match? Neither man can lose. Can't have Roman losing going into WrestleMania. Can't have Braun losing after all you've done for him. Undertaker's got to be there to be that catalyst to start the feud and give us a fuck finish. That's what I'm going with. Shawn Michaels reveals the WWE main roster and NXT stars that he's been a huge fan of. This is an interesting story. Shawn Michaels, being that he's now located in Orlando, he was interviewed by the Orlando Sentinel in order to promote the One Night with the Click event that takes place in Orlando on WrestleMania 33 weekend. If you guys seen the ticket prices for that, Jesus Christ, to hang out with the Click is like fucking $2,000. No, I don't want to hang out with the Click, bro. Seriously. During the interview, he was asked who his favorite current WWE stars are. Michaels is working at the Performance Center and is able to watch WWE talent very closely. He says his favorite stars to watch on Raw and SmackDown are currently AJ Styles, Seth Rollins, and Kevin Owens. Well, go figure. 3 of the best wrestlers in the company. Coming from Shawn Michaels, that is a high compliment. As for NXT, he has a long list of talent that he's a fan of. I quote, this is from Michaels. I love Revival, Roderick Strong, Ty Dillinger. I love Elias Sampson. I can't help it. I like the Drifter thing. It stands out to me. I see something in a young guy like Patrick Clark. Really? If you guys don't know who Patrick Clark is, please stay away. Stay far away, bro. I've warned you several times. Please stay far away. If you do not want AIDS or any type of unknown disease, please stay away from Patrick Clark. He is just as bad. He is the same disease that is Monday Night Raw. This is your warning. I'm telling you right now. Don't Google him. I'm telling you right now. Do not Google Patrick Clark NXT. Do not. You're not going to like what you see. He also goes on to say he likes Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano are super talented from a style standpoint. He's had some big praise for Bobby Roode as well. They're doing something really good and special with him. I agree with the whole entrance and presentation and the glorious thing. He's getting over at a level he's not used to. But once they get behind you like that, when it comes in to Raw or SmackDown, he could be around for a very long time. Shawn Michaels knows what he's talking about, man. I like a lot of those guys myself. Revival's, self-explanatory. Roderick Strong is fucking great. He's just got to get some personality behind him. They really got to mold him into something really special, which I think they will. That's why he's in NXT. Ty Dillinger is great. The 10 thing is fucking fantastic. Elias Sampson, I've been a fan of Elias Sampson. I want to see more of him. I think he generates really good heat, and he could be something special on SmackDown if they allow him to, drift on SmackDown. Gargano and Ciampa, that's self-explanatory as well. They're 2 of the best in the fucking business, no question at what they do. Bobby Roode, again, self-explanatory. The glorious thing, the whole fucking entrance is absolutely fucking unbelievable. So they're doing good things in NXT, man. That's why they go down to NXT. It's not a fucking vacation down there. It's not a demotion to go down there. You learn from people like Shawn Michaels. You learn about what WWE is doing on Raw and SmackDown. You're getting ready for that. So when they do promote you, you're good to go right away. You don't have to learn up there. You learn while you're down there. So mistakes could be made. It's a learning process. When you get up there, you're ready to go. That's why NXT is so important to WWE. Moving on here, we have news. I want to mention this Hardy Boy situation because PW Insider reported, as of tonight, before I hit the record button, that Matt and Jeff Hardy won the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships. They won the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships from the Bucks of Youth. Look at the date. It is March 4th, 2017. Okay? The next time that the Young Bucks and the Broken Hardys will be in the ring will be April 1st at Supercard of Honor in Lakeland, Florida. So you know that the Hardys are probably going to drop those belts back down to the Young Bucks. And the only reason why they won the Tag Team Championships is because it plays into their whole I'm the greatest tag team in all of space and time thing. They've conquered every fucking promotion that they've been in. So this was their time to get the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships and put that on their resume before they come to the WWE. Because they already probably notified WWE that, listen, we're going to be coming in. Let's negotiate a deal. Ryan Satin reported that Matt and Jeff were sitting down with WWE to discuss details. So if he reported that, why would they go out and say, listen, we signed with Ring of Honor? It's stupid. It's stupid. The Hardys are not signing with Ring of Honor. They have not signed with Ring of Honor. Okay? They weren't signed to any of these other promotions, but they won their tag team championships anyway. They're doing the same thing with Ring of Honor. The Hardys are worth it. It builds a nice little fucking fun story for them over there. They won the tag team championships. They put that on their resume. They dropped the titles back to the Young Bucks. You know, flipping the titles back and forth once is okay. It plays into their whole story. But they're going to lose them back to the Young Bucks at Lakeland, Florida, Supercard of Honor, and then they're going to go to WrestleMania, and then they're going to do whatever they got to do in WWE. They have not taken any independent bookings past April. So, take that as you may. Just wanted to get that out there. They did not sign with Ring of Honor, even though they said they did sign the biggest contract of all time. They did. Because it would be all over the fucking place. And right now I haven't heard anything. So it's just one of those Matt Hardy things where he comes out and does his thing and he's playing up to the crowd. Don't read everything and believe everything. Okay? Don't believe everything you read. I just gave you a clear explanation about why that possibly happened. Just leave it as it is. Take it for a fun storyline and nothing more. Current plans call for 5 title changes at WrestleMania 33. 5 title changes. Now, I'm okay with title changes if they make sense. But 5 on this show? I understand 2 of them maybe. You know, but we got Lesnar, the Universal Championship, against Goldberg. Probably after tonight. More than likely after tonight. If it doesn't happen, I'd be shocked. And you got the Intercontinental Championship, where I think Baron Corbin's going to beat Dean Ambrose. Other than that, I wouldn't take any other titles off of anybody. You know, it depends on what Charlotte does tonight. I don't know. I wouldn't even had Charlotte lose the fucking title to begin with. I would have had her lose the title at WrestleMania. That would have been the 3rd one, but that's it. That is it. Or maybe we can think Enzo and Cass and winning the titles too against, you know, Gallows and Anderson. That's probably 3. 3 title changes. So there you go. But 5 title changes. Let's see what's going on here. WWE's biggest show of the year, WrestleMania, blah, 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 4 weeks away, Sunday, April 2nd. You guys know the deal. Fastlane tonight is going to be the last stop before WrestleMania. And we will have a much bigger picture of WrestleMania and the card during Fastlane, or after Fastlane, and the results stemming from tonight's show. Based on WWE's recent formatting changes for its Big 4 pay-per-views, fans should expect the main card to be jam-packed with 4 hours of action, probably 5 for WrestleMania, packed by a 2-hour pre-show, a kickoff show. Last year's WrestleMania kickoff show hosted 3 matches, one of which was a title match. That's noteworthy because WWE officials had internal debates in recent weeks whether 2 of their championships will be defended on the show. As of several weeks ago, the SmackDown Women's Championship and the Raw Tag Team Championships were in jeopardy of being showcased at WrestleMania. This was even before Naomi's injury that forced her to relinquish her title, where plans may have been in place for a multi-woman tag match rather than a championship bout. Last year, under the 6-hour format, the WWE put on 11 planned matches with 1 impromptu battle between The Rock and Eric Rowan, which everybody was fucking pissed at because it literally buried the Wyatt family at that point last year. This year, there are 16 matches under consideration. 16 fucking matches under consideration. But it will be difficult for all of them to be on the show. In the light of WWE's brand extension, there are now 9 championships on the main roster. There are 7 marquee bouts either written in stone or being discussed that won't have championship gold involved. Well, there you go, WWE. This is what you want when you bring in part-time talent. Perhaps more importantly, WWE officials are currently planning on at least 5 title changes at WrestleMania, according to new reports from various outlets. At one point, there were apparently designs on changing 7 to 8 title holders, with Vince McMahon and top WWE officials instructed the writing team to reduce that number. In any event, there are 5 WWE championships that will definitely change hands. Keep in mind that everything is subject to change in the WWE. But the current plans call for the Universal Championship, WWE Championship, Intercontinental Championship, Raw Women's Championship, and the United States Championship to go home with a different WWE superstar that brought it with them to Camping World Stadium. That is bullshit. Bray Wyatt losing the WWE Championship already to Randy Orton? Really, WWE? And this was something that we discussed in the Discord chat with my patrons. This was a big thing with a few people last night that we discussed wrestling with. They were worried that Vince McMahon is going to pretty much give us Bray Wyatt for a month. Let the fucking fans be happy with a title change for Bray Wyatt or a title run with Bray Wyatt and then take the title off him. And like, you had your run. Fuck you. I'm doing what I want with the title now. That's bullshit. Bray Wyatt, a 1 month champion. Come on, bro. Gotta be more to it than that. The Universal Championship is a given. If Goldberg wins the title tonight, definitely. Lesnar's taking the title home. Intercontinental Championship, Ambrose has done nothing with the title. Put it on the young guy. Put it on Baron Corbin. See what he does with it. The Raw Women's Championship. So that either means, well, it could only mean two things. One, that Charlotte's winning the title back tonight, and she's going to drop it at Mania, which makes no fucking sense. Or Bayley is going to retain the title tonight by some fuck finish. Charlotte's going to win by DQ, which remains undefeated on pay-per-view, and that somebody else is going to win the title at WrestleMania. Maybe the streak continues. Maybe Sasha gets involved and finally turns heel like I proposed. Maybe she wins the title at WrestleMania. Who the fuck knows at this point? Who cares? At this point, who cares? And the United States Championship. More than likely, that's going to be Kevin Owens versus Chris Jericho. There were rumors I reported yesterday off the script that Chris Jericho could be relinquishing the United States Championship on Monday Night Raw. Because it would be 30 days, since he's defended the title. But they could overlook that, which they normally do. They play that card when they want to. And Kevin Owens could win the championship from Chris Jericho at WrestleMania. And it would be like a consolation prize for Kevin Owens, because he did the job to Goldberg. He lost to a part-timer. And everybody's going to look at that as like, that's pretty shitty. And they're going to give him a consolation prize, a runner-up prize, a second-place prize here, and have him beat Jericho for the United States Championship. But I don't like that Bray Wyatt is rumored to be losing the WWE Championship. We don't even know who he's fighting yet. We don't know if Luke Harper's going to get involved or if Luke Harper is, still on the minds of WWE Creative or not. We reported yesterday that Luke Harper was out of the running for a major WrestleMania moment or major WrestleMania match. Maybe AJ Styles gets involved in a triple threat. I don't know. We won't know until SmackDown. We really won't. But some of those things are very questionable right now. Continuing on with the story. Pretty much highlights exactly what I said. Brock Lesnar will defeat Goldberg. Orton will dethrone Bray Wyatt. Bayley will emerge from the rumored fatal 4-way match with the Raw Women's Championship. So you're going to make her a 2-time Women's Champion in 2 months? Really, WWE? How fucking stupid can you be? What else do we got here? Baron Corbin, IC title. Kevin Owens taking the U.S. title from former best friend Chris Jericho. Once Goldberg agreed to an extension, the WWE Universal Championship plans were laid out from November through WrestleMania, and WWE officials haven't strayed from those plans at all. How they're going to give him the title tonight? That's going to be the most important thing. How? We know he's winning it, but how? The Icon is expected to beat Kevin Owens this Sunday and then put an end once and for all to his rivalry with Lesnar. Thank Christ. With the Beast finally getting a win in the feud, 13 years in the making. Bayley has been locked in for a WrestleMania title win for some time, even though she's expected to lose it this Sunday at Fastlane. So stupid. I don't even want to talk about it anymore, man. It's just so fucking stupid. How they ruined her WrestleMania moment for a random edition of Monday Night Raw. We went over this already. You guys want my full opinion of everything Bayley and how I'm disgusted with this? Part 1, Fastlane preview and predictions. I dig into this fucking women's division again and the storyline and the fucking bullshit that they try and spawn off to us. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I don't even want to talk about it anymore, man. It makes me nauseous. Baron Corbin and Kevin Owens are relatively new proposed champions, but WWE officials haven't really enjoyed Dean Ambrose' run as IC champion, and once Jericho secured the U.S. title, it only made sense for Owens to take it from him when their storyline culminated. Well, if you didn't enjoy Ambrose as an Intercontinental Champion, right? Why did you give it back to him again for a second time? Why did you do it again? I don't understand that. Why did The Miz have to be without the IC title? He was doing more with that title than anybody. Now look at it. But whatever. I guess we wouldn't have gotten, I would much rather seen Ambrose versus Corbin than Miz versus Corbin. That's just me. I think they're going to have a decent match at WrestleMania. Could be a no DQ match or a street fight of some sort. We'll see what happens. Randy Orton winning the WWE Championship at Mania has to be the most surprising of the bunch, considering Wyatt just won the title 3 weeks ago, and his rise to the top has been a long time coming. The news also would seem to indicate that Neville will remain Cruiserweight Champion, as he's been rumored to face Austin Aries after dispatching Jack Gallagher this Sunday. As noted, Raw Tag Team Championships and SmackDown Women's Championships are not locks to be defended at WrestleMania. The other match in danger of being dropped is the bout of behemoths between Big Show and Shaquille O'Neal. Thank Christ. Even if all three were wiped out, that still leaves 13 matches, which is pretty hefty for WrestleMania. There haven't been that many contests since 1991 when WWE booked 15 matches for WrestleMania 7. Other matches being discussed or penciled in, but not yet confirmed, include American Alpha defending the titles on SmackDown against the Usos, Roman Reigns versus The Undertaker, Triple H versus Seth Rollins, AJ Styles versus Shane McMahon, John Cena and Nikki Bella versus Miz and Maurice, Finn Balor versus Samoa Joe, and of course, the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Enzo and Big Cass are expected to emerge from WrestleMania as the new Raw Tag Team Champions, but that title switch may not come until the Raw following Mania. So we won't know for sure what is going on with that. Only time will tell. Seems like WWE is just one big clusterfuck right now, man. WrestleMania, I guarantee you any one of us can come up with a better WrestleMania card than what's being proposed right now. It's just sad to see, man. A lot of confusion when this should be the easiest fucking thing to book. This should be the easiest fucking event to book out of every fucking show that they got on the calendar year. Why is this becoming so difficult? Why is there so many fucking back and forths? Why is there so much indecision? Why is nothing confirmed yet? 4 weeks away, nothing's confirmed. Besides, Lesnar Goldberg. Really? I don't get WWE. I mean, WrestleMania should be a culmination of the most important storylines throughout the calendar year. You should have your top matches already in place, by Survivor Series. Or by the time Survivor Series is over. Most definitely before the Royal Rumble. I don't get it. I really don't understand it, man. This is what kills them. The indecision to book properly. No long-term planning. And now, it's rearing its ugly head. Confusion, chaos, clusterfuck. It's all coming back to bite WWE in the ass. They'll be right down to the last fucking second before this show starts. They still won't know what to do. They'll be changing plans as the show's going on. During the pre-show. Ridiculous. I hate hearing shit like that, man. That's not how I would run my company. But then again, it's all political. It's all political agenda in WWE. Can't do the right thing. Vince McMahon don't want it. That's it. Everybody should be in agreement of what should happen. Should not rely on one fucking guy. Give me a break. It should be what's best for the fucking storylines and the product at hand that you see on television. Bullshit. I don't even want to go over this Lita story, man. To be perfectly honest with you, why would Lita come back to the WWE? Seriously. This is a ridiculous story. She came back at some independent show, but a comeback is a comeback. Women's champion, or former women's champion, Lita, is back in the ring more than a decade after she retired from active competition. But does that mean we'll be seeing Lita make a WWE return, as rumors had already suggested just a few weeks back? In December of last year, fans were surprised to learn that Amy Dumas, best known for her name as Lita in WWE, was released from the company. A report from the Huffington Post noted that Lita and Jerry the King Lawler, both WWE Hall of Famers, were moved from full-time deals to Legends contracts and replaced with their on-air duties as members of the pre-show commentary team. However, the report cited that former WWE announcer, fellow Hall of Famer Jim Ross, who had tweeted that Lita was no longer with the company. This had seemingly marked the end of a long, fruitful relationship between Lita and the WWE, which, apart from her announcing duties, most recently included a stint as a trainer on the 6th season of Tough Enough, and backstage work as a producer and creative team writer. In 6 years competing for WWE, Lita had won 4 women's championships, and together with fellow women's wrestling legend Trish Stratus, had one of the most memorable rivalries of WWE's Ruthless Aggression era. She announced her in-ring retirement in 2006, and until now hadn't wrestled, save for a match against male wrestler Heath Slater in 2012, where she did not take any bumps. Now it appears as if Lita is back in the ring more than 10 years removed from her last full WWE match. According to the website 434, 41-year-old Amy Dumas, ex-WWE wrestler Lita, took part in a mixed tag team match for Maryland-based independent promotion MCW Pro Wrestling on Friday night, despite only being advertised for a signing appearance. But what was quite surprising, said 434, was how Lita had played such a key role in the match, making for an unexpected and exciting surprise for the audience. When the match started, it was believed that Lita wouldn't play a big role, but that was entirely wrong. She really did wrestle and take some bumps, leading her team to victory and hitting some pretty awesome signature moves, including a snap DDT and some massive forearms. 434, who I don't think you guys should take seriously whatsoever, also talked about the possibility of Lita making a WWE return where she'd theoretically be up against the likes of Bayley, Charlotte, Sasha on Monday Night Raw, or Becky, Alexa on SmackDown Live. Ringside News discussed the possibility last month, citing the Wrestling Observer newsletter and Dave Meltzer, who said that WWE has been calling several women who had previously worked for the company in hopes of having them on board for WrestleMania 33. Meltzer did not name any names, but other reports previously stated that in February, Kelly would be at WrestleMania this year and is open to the possibility of a mini run as an active wrestler. Other websites such as Sportskeeda also speculated earlier that month that Trish Stratus, Jazz, and Lita are likely candidates for a WWE return at WrestleMania 33, but stressed that Meltzer did not specify anyone in particular for his report. Trish Stratus just had a kid. I doubt she'll be back. Jazz, haven't really seen or heard any much of her lately. Lita would probably be the most likely candidate of the three. The possibility of the aforementioned Kelly returning to wrestle for WWE may be more plausible, as she just turned 30 years old and had only been away for a little bit more than 4 years. Lita, as mentioned, is 41, and prior to last night's indie match, hadn't wrestled competitively in over 10 years. But we've seen with Bill Goldberg, it is possible to come back in WWE as an active wrestler after over a decade's absence, even for pay-per-view matches. We don't know if this could be pointing toward Lita's WWE in-ring return, but if it does, it won't be unprecedented. I find it very, very difficult for me to care, man. I really do. It's very difficult for me to care. It'll be nice to see her back. She's 41 years old, right? Rumors going around that Victoria might be coming back. You know, Mickie James is coming back. She's 37, 38, just had a child. That's fine. It's fine. But we want to see Charlotte, Becky, Sasha, Alexa, compete amongst themselves. It's good for a one-off, but not for a full fucking return for Lita. Lita's past her day, man. It really is. It's not exciting to see her back. I don't see her doing anything, worthwhile for another run in WWE. It's just taking up another spot for somebody else. And it's a desperation grab for WWE because they have to know in the back of their fucking sick and twisted minds that the Raw Women's Division is so fucking lacking that they're lucky they got away with running a division with 3 fucking women for most of the year. They could use more talent on Monday Night Raw, but Lita is not the answer. Lita is not the answer. You got a women's tournament being rumored coming up this year, this summer, for WWE on the network. You don't need Amy Dumas to come back. Before that tournament even comes to a close, you're going to have women signed, you're going to have roster spots filled, and you're going to have a replenished women's division. You don't need to dip into the fucking cookie jar and pull another part-timer out of the bag and, call it a day. It's nothing but a cash grab. It's nothing but desperation. It's nothing but a fucking Band-Aid on problems that you could have easily avoided. We don't want Lita back. Maybe for a one-off. Maybe for a WrestleMania appearance. Fine. But in an active role, taking a championship opportunity away from somebody else? No. I'm over that, bro. I'm over the part-time. The biggest thing that I mentioned, you got the women's tournament coming up. You're going to have a ton of roster spots filled just through that tournament alone. Just get through the fucking rest of the spring and summer, and by the time the beginning of the summer comes, you're going to have the women's championship, being fought over by plenty of women. Believe me. Reason why Impact Wrestling is letting Matt and Jeff Hardy go. And this is exactly what I touched on in my video where I reported that Ryan Satin reported that both Matt and Jeff are now officially negotiating with WWE. Without a doubt, the team of Matt and Jeff Hardy was the most exciting and infectious characters on professional wrestling in 2016. Aside from the antics of Chris Jericho, what makes the Hardy Boys perhaps even more compelling is that Jericho used his creative mind within the WWE product, which is already heavily promoted. For the Hardys, however, the creativity not only generated an immense level of buzz in Impact Wrestling, but it also transcended beyond the company and reached fans from across the pro wrestling community. Initially, Matt Hardy's character seemed a bit bizarre, and it seemed to be just another incarnation of Hardy that will not last long. Continuing to lose to his brother Jeff, Matt fell into a broken state and focused solely on rendering his brother obsolete. This led to a final deletion match in the summer of 2016, which was probably the best out of all of them. The match created so much buzz, WWE United States Champion Chris Jericho and Raw General Manager Mick Foley were not ashamed to praise the match via Twitter. Jericho stated that the match was brilliant and that Broken Matt Hardy is the best character in Impact Wrestling history, and Foley stated that the match would haunt him forever. Matt would defeat Jeff and forced him to play a servant role. This angle would become so popular the fans would eventually cheer both Matt and Jeff, and they would form a tag team, the Broken Hardys. The tag team would defeat Decay at Bound for Glory in a match entitled The Great War, and has been champion ever since. Recently, both Jeff Jarrett and Dutch Mantell returned to Impact Wrestling. Dutch Mantell, Zeb Coulter, for the people who might not know that name, to assume executive roles in an attempt to rebrand the company. While this seems like a step in the right direction, the latest news of both the Hardys and Drew Galloway leaving make it very difficult for fans to have faith in a growing revival of Impact Wrestling. The reasoning behind the Hardys' departure is quite puzzling. According to Wrestling News, both Jarrett and Mantell prefer a more traditional feel, and Matt and Jeff's current character do not fit into their vision. And I quote, "The feeling is that Jeff Jarrett and Dutch Mantell would favor a traditional booking approach, and the feeling is that the broken storyline and the Hardys and what they've been doing over the past year will not be a part of the new direction." End quote. That's exactly what I said before this report, before I seen this report tonight. That's exactly what I said on yesterday's video. Exactly. I knew that TNA and Jeff Jarrett and Dutch Mantell were going to try and rebrand Impact. They might be under a new name before all is said and done this month. I don't know. With what happened at the tapings and with Del Rio being brought in and, him beating Lashley and then Lashley getting the title back according to the spoilers, something might be going on as far as them rebranding a completely new name. We don't know. But I did mention that they wanted to go back to what made TNA prominent. And they're doing that by bringing in trusted names. Matt Morgan, Conan, Homicide. They got the LAX stable back together. They brought Del Rio in. They're building around EC3 and Bobby Lashley. I don't know. DK is still there. But this is exactly what I said, man. The Hardys were shunned because you had a more traditional vision and Jarrett and Mantell come in. Fuck these guys. We don't want this shit now. It's over. Some of you even mentioned in the comments that the ratings weren't going anywhere. They weren't doing any better in the ratings with the Hardys. They're doing their thing. They figured, you know what? We're going to do the same thing with or without the Hardys. So what's the big deal? What's the big deal here? They want to mold TNA into their vision and get it back on the right track. A more direct and a more bold version of what we were used to seeing with TNA. They want to be a serious wrestling product. You really can't blame them for that, man. I like I said, I'm hard on TNA. You can't really blame them for that at all. I would be the same way, but I thought Matt and Jeff would fit into that universe, And they helped so much getting TNA's name out there. That I don't think it would be wise for TNA to just kind of brush these guys away, you know? I understand business is business, but there's got to be some level of respect there and gratitude. The Hardys helped TNA immensely. Why would you just shun them away and tell them that, you know, I think, Bruce Pritchard mentioned something that, the tag team championships would be brought back to TNA and that we're going to crown new champions here in the ring. You know, champions that don't span across space and time. They made fun of the gimmick. Just little cheap shots here and there. They even made mention of Rebby Sky on Twitter, like WWE doesn't want you guys. You know, as if the Hardys are no good, like they're really broken, like they're a broken commodity. And Rebby Sky's like, fuck you. You know, I don't want nobody. I'm fucking 6 months pregnant. I can't think about anything right now. I got a fucking baby inside me. So you really can't blame TNA and Impact for wanting to go with a more traditional feel. I figured that was the reason, and that is exactly the reason. Names such as Eli Drake, Bobby Lashley, Eddie Edwards, Ethan Carter III, EC3 are great assets to the company. There is no doubt that interest in Impact Wrestling nowadays is primarily due to the success of the Hardys. However, this apparently is not very important to the executives at Impact. Sadly, this is yet another big blow for Impact Wrestling over the past 2 years. Legal battles with Billy Corgan, departures of Bobby Roode, Samoa Joe, Eric Young, Kurt Angle, Austin Aries, AJ Styles, as well as a major change in management have created hurdles that the company seemingly has battled back from and stayed afloat. Departures of the Hardys and Drew Galloway is a crucial setback to Impact Wrestling, attempting to advance the company in gaining more viewers or even maintaining viewership. Moreover, with Galloway succeeding in Evolve and ICW, and the Hardys currently feuding with the Bucks of Youth and Ring of Honor, all three former Impact Wrestling stars will be fine without being part of the company. Hopefully Impact Wrestling can acquire some notable names to adequately replace the momentum created by Matt and Jeff. Right now, there is a very small amount of names who can contribute to Impact Wrestling getting out of the situation they are in now, and hopefully they are acquired sooner rather than later. I mentioned nobody's going to be interested in Del Rio. Nobody's going to be interested in Bobby Lashley. They have great talent. I'm not taking away anything from EC3 and Eddie Edwards. I'm not taking anything away from Eli Drake at all. I'm not taking anything away from DK. Great team. Not taking away anything from the X Division. Got some talented guys over there. You are not going to build this brand around Alberto Del Rio. You're not going to get people interested in Alberto Del Rio. He's not going to bring interest to TNA. I'm sorry. That's just the fucking cold hard facts. You're not going to build interest in Bobby Lashley. How long has he been there? How long has he been doing what he's doing? Has anything changed with Bobby Lashley being on top? No. TNA needs a CM Punk. Okay? They need a CM Punk or a Daniel Bryan. That is the only way this company will get out of the fucking gutter that they are in. People will want to see a CM Punk and a Daniel Bryan. If you do not sign a major, and I mean major, superstar like that, nothing will change. TNA does not have that. They will not have that with anybody in that company, ever. With the current guys that they got, they don't have that. If you are not willing to throw money at a CM Punk or a Daniel Bryan when his contract's up with WWE to be the top fucking guy, the John Cena-esque type guy, they will not go anywhere. You will not gain interest. You will not have ratings increase. You're going to be in the same position that you've been in. And that's the fact. You can do whatever you want. More traditional feel. You can change the fucking name. You could do this. You could do that. You could start over from scratch. The damage is done. You have who you have, and you're not going to get people going to Pop TV. You're not going to get people going to the remote control to tune into Impact on Thursdays to find out what Del Rio's doing. Nobody cares. The only people that care are the people behind the scenes. The people in Orlando who are given free tickets to sit at that fucking show do not care. If they don't care, how are we supposed to care? Impact suffered a major fucking impact with the Hardys and Drew Galloway leaving. And it's not even over from that. Not even over from that. Mike Bennett and Maria Kanellis according to PW Insider, are no longer with TNA. And both have decided to leave the promotion. Their contracts appear to recently have expired and have been working on a pay-per-appearance basis with hopes of signing new deals soon. With just 2 days, with 2 days into the Impact tapings, both decided against appearing for TNA any longer and have chosen to depart. Maria Kanellis and Mike Bennett entered onto the TNA scene from Ring of Honor in January of last year, and they were huge signings. Maria was one of the top female superstars in the Knockouts division, while the Miracle, Mike Bennett, became the first man to ever pin EC3 and win the TNA X Division title on one occasion. Cage Side Seats thought that the couple were two of the more entertaining wrestlers that TNA had on their roster, and it's quite shocking that the promotion wouldn't try harder to re-sign them. Then again, it doesn't appear as if Jeff Jarrett and others were working hard at signing any of their top stars. This now makes 5 big stars that Impact Wrestling has lost in the last week. First, it was TNA World Champion Drew Galloway, who decided to part with TNA after his contract was set to expire last week. Wrestling Inc. reports that he ended up deciding to leave on Sunday night after the promotion had not attempted to finalize a new deal with him. After the departure of Galloway, it was time for TNA to resign current tag team champions Matt and Jeff Hardy. Monday evening, they disrespected the Hardys. TNA shunned the champions, and the brothers decided it was time to part ways with the company as well. Now the bleeding is just getting worse, and it doesn't show any signs of stopping. The contract disputes that Impact Wrestling have had with some of their top talents is really starting to hurt them. As they are trying to rebuild, they are actually moving backwards, and the losses of Maria and Mike Bennett, along with the other 3 stars that I just mentioned, are going to hurt. Rumors are circulating that the Hardys are heading to the WWE, but there's no confirmation on that as of yet. Ryan Satin reported as of yesterday they are officially in negotiations with the WWE. Drew Galloway could return to the WWE, but as of now, he will likely head to wrestle in the European promotions. Rebby Sky, Matt Hardy's wife, to that list. You can add her to the list. That makes a total of 6 talents gone. As for Maria and Mike Bennett, they could end up heading to WWE if there is a call for them from the company. But they also may head back to Ring of Honor. Bennett has never been a part of WWE, but that is where Maria got her start in wrestling. After all the big changes in management of TNA Impact Wrestling, everyone thought that the company may be able to return to its successful ways of the past. Now it appears as if they were actually going in complete reverse. First, Drew Galloway decided not to resign. Then the Hardys felt disrespected and decided to leave. Now Maria Kanellis and Mike Bennett are gone as well. And the promotion just keeps deteriorating one by one. Mike Bennett's going to be in... If I were Mike Bennett, I'd go to NXT. I'd have a stint in NXT. Mold yourself down there. Get affiliated with the WWE brand. Bring Maria in if you want. Who knows if Maria still wants to do the wrestling thing anymore? I don't know. I think Mike Bennett would be great in NXT. He's got that CM Punk-esque feel to him. I think he'd thrive well in there. And TNA's loss is WWE's gain. Just like everybody else. Eric Young, Bobby Roode, Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, Kurt Angle. List is going to be added to that. Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, eventually Drew Galloway, Mike Bennett possibly. Hey, thanks a lot, TNA. You're molding talent for WWE to make into superstars. You don't want them? WWE's going to take them. Meanwhile, you're struggling to get a fucking 0.6 rating on Pop TV. Good luck with that. That's it, guys. That is off the script this weekend. Thank you so much for everything. If you missed part 1 and 2, they will be linked in the annotation that you see on the screen right in front of you in the top right corner. Resident Evil 7 live as well, part 10, also there in the annotation. I will be back today at some point with match simulations of Fastlane. You're going to get back-to-back matches. Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns and Goldberg versus Kevin Owens. So look forward to that. Also, the review tonight, live, after the show goes off the air. WWE Fastlane 2017 official review and results. Make sure you guys are right here around 11:30 midnight for your official review of Fastlane. Thank you guys so much. Check out the description for everything that you might have missed. All my plugs and ads and shirts and Patreon and Twitters and YouTubes and all that other shit. It's all linked down in the description below. Thank you guys so much for everything this weekend. Hit that thumbs up. And thank you again for Off the Script, episode 159 in the books. I will be back on, tonight for Fastlane. Tomorrow I'll see you guys for Monday Night Raw to begin a new week. I'm JD, and I'll talk to you guys later.